again in half an hour. Bye-bye.
Good morning. You're watching Breakfast with Charlie State and Susanna Reid.
They wear their uniforms with pride, but RAF personnel are told to dress down in public after suffering verbal abuse. Good morning, it's Friday the 7th of March.
Also ahead this morning, more pressure on the peace process after 8 students at a religious college in Jerusalem are shot dead.
Super tax on super strength beer and alco pops. The Tory plan to tackle binge drinking.
Over the top, was this school right to replace children's faces with smiley faces because of fears over online paedophiles? We'll be talking to a child protection expert.
And what do you do if you get one of these? Find out how the parking attendants in Salford are protecting themselves from harm.
A moving tribute to the last surviving veteran of the First World War. Harry Patch's life is told in poetry.
First this morning, RAF personnel at a Cambridgeshire base have been told not to wear their uniforms on visits to nearby Peterborough after some were abused by members of the public.
It's thought the staff at RAF Wittering were targeted by people who object to British involvement in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Well, Treva Fennick is at the Ministry of Defence. Treva, tell us more.
Yes, well, the government have given a very disappointed reaction to this. They have said that it's a great shame that there are people in the community who don't respect the work of the armed forces. Whether on ceremonial duty or on the front line, their uniform has long been a proud symbol of their work. But it seems not everyone respects it. RAF Wittering is home to more than 2,000 servicemen and women. Famous for its fleet of Harrier jets, it's one of Britain's oldest flying bases. But now senior officers here are advising their personnel not to wear their uniforms when out in nearby Peterborough. It follows a number of reported incidents of verbal abuse by people who oppose the conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. The news comes after the Ministry of Defence launched a UK-wide consultation looking at the public's attitude to the armed forces and asking whether we should celebrate their achievements in ceremonies like this one in Cardiff. At the weekend, Prince Harry returned from Afghanistan. The media coverage was widely seen as a plus for the military and its recruitment drive. But what's happened at RAF Wittering seems to be a setback.
And what more have the MOD said about this, Treva?
Well, Susanna, the MOD have told me that these incidents have mainly been verbal abuse. They haven't been able to confirm to me, in fact, whether any of them have been physical abuse. But they've released a couple of statements. The first from Des Brown, the Defence Secretary. He says, "We must defend our forces' right to wear their uniforms in public." He said the situation at Wittering, where these more than 2,000 staff there have been given this advice, should not be tolerated. And his views are echoed by the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Sir Glenn Torpey. He said whatever people's views are on Iraq and Afghanistan, everyone should be able to recognise the bravery and the professionalism of the armed forces. Now, the MOD are very much hoping that if they work with Cambridgeshire Police and Peterborough Council, they will be able to resolve this. Back to you.
Treva, thank you very much.
I just want to go through one or two of the emails that we've got in from you this morning on this subject. This is from Chris from Aldershot, who is a serving member of the armed forces. He says, "I feel people in Peterborough feel that giving verbal abuse is the way to treat serving members. Then maybe personnel from RAF Wittering should stay away from the bars, clubs and shops in the town. While it's not the majority of people in the town, there are some who sit back and let it happen. I feel they're as much to blame as those who carry it out."
And Graham from Somerset says, "Sounds to me like the UK has really lost the plot. We must be considered the laughingstock of the world. What a sad state of affairs. Quite obviously, the law has become so soft that to abuse our armed forces is now considered fair game."
Any more thoughts on that? Let us know.
Yeah, keep your emails coming in on that.